Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And the third down pass is incomplete. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. A first down for the offense. Power football with the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Snap it to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Knights are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff, and here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up one.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, fourth and short.
On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, no mystery there. Fourth and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
They're going to ride this running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Hodges. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
From the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out route. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Knights will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now on second and goal. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Knights!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you. Put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Might as well give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way to get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Hodges. Working that left side now. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
UCF 7, Florida State 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Makes his connection. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Going to the running game. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
These corners backing off a bit. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is it, yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
He's looking for a man on second down. Complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Movement here from the tight end. He wants to pass it on second down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nor the quarterback can throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Hodges. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Knights want to move quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Hodges. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Brings up third down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UCF.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
UCF 14, Florida State 3.
The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over first and 10.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Hodges. They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Jackrabbit.
Handoff to the single back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Coming up, 4th down. Timeout, Florida State.
The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's looking deep, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around. Lead in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 24 to Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going up top on first down. He's right on target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but that'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28.
3:25. Flex.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The Knights send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Breaks the tackle. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. After run, now throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. Touchdown, no! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. RPO complete to open the drive. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 17, UCF 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quarterback checking the play. The give out of the gun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The offense coughs it up. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Seminoles. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. The throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Scanning the field, it's Hodges. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They're going to throw it again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
Cut it. Ringo. Go.
Quarterback will audible. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Off the play fake. Trying to get to him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Hodges. It's complete on the right side. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
Jackrabbit.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Knights! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's going to fire deep. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing in that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wide out in motion.
Acorn. Terrier. Arrow.
Dropping back, it's Hodges. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Couldn't get the chains moved there, and now this 4th down is so important.
And it's getting so critical now in this 4th quarter. We got to make some plays. This is probably go time. And here's the thing. At least you picked up some yards on 3rd down to make this a little bit more manageable on 4th.
Fast motion from the offense. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.